I'm a
The
coupe.
Boxster. No, the twin turbo is a hard top.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that doesn't have a roll bar.
Yeah.
But you have a Boxster.
Yep.
The Boxster should have something. It has something. Yeah, because anything past the 90s that's a convertible has some sort of a built-in roll bar or some sort of reinforcement.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, well, you haven't flipped it. But the new ones absolutely
But I'm getting
do.
rid of both of them. I'm
Why are you
going
getting
to a
rid of
Tesla.
Whoa, you're getting crazy.
Going to
Yeah.
Tesla.
Yeah?
Test drove a Tesla. It's unbelievable.
Oh, they're amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
and I want to feel young. It's a computer-driven car, no gas.
that makes you feel young?
Yeah, because I grew up in the 60s with all the muscle cars, and I never dreamed there'd be electric cars that can beat any combustible engine out there off the line, because the Tesla can beat anything.
Pretty much, yeah.
My twin turbo, professionally driven, will do 0 to 60 in 2.9. The Tesla does it in 2.6, unprofessionally driven.
Yeah, no, they're ridiculous.
Oh,
They're ridiculously fast.
Yeah. It's called, and you know what they call it? It's called the ludicrous option. He took it right out of Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Ludicrous. The guy's got a sense of humor.
He definitely does.
The ludicrous option. But I'm going to do my house in Minnesota totally solar. And I'm going to do it to where it's 105%, so that way I can also fill my cars up off the sun. So I will be completely off. Any type in my home or my cars will all be powered in Mexico and Minnesota by the sun.
That's
including
awesome.
my cars.
That's awesome, as long as you don't have to go on a big road trip.
Well,
Germany,
they now have it. It's all computerized to where you can show where you can charge up again. And they're getting 300 miles now to a charge. And you know what else is great about the Tesla? Well, it depends how you drive it.
Yeah.
You know what else is great is their warranty. 8 years, unlimited mileage, and in that 8-year period, any improvements made to the car, you get free.
So upgrades, like digital upgrades.
Anything.
That's amazing.
For 8 years. So 8 years, you could own the Tesla for 8 years. I'm doing an ad for him. You could own a Tesla for 8 years, and the car you own 8 years from now will be identical to whatever they're selling new.
Yeah, I drove one for a day. There's a, what is that fucking company called? Skirt. Yeah, there's a company called Skirt, and it's like Uber for rentals. They deliver a rental, you drive it for a day.
Yeah.
Or as long as you need it. And my issue was that the battery just ran out way too quick for me, for what I do. I just do too much.
See, for me it ain't, because I live in Minnesota, and I never drive over 100 miles in a day.
Right.
Golf course ain't that far.
Right. I get it.
For me in my life, I'm 65 now. I don't need to be traveling. Do you know something that'll shock you? I've never owned a cell phone, and I never will.
Whoa. I was going to text you.
You can't. I don't have a cell phone. I've never.
How come you don't have a cell phone?
For what?
I like talking to people.
Are you kidding? I was out in New York. Doing this book tour, and I was at Sirius, and we were in the green room. And there were 10 people in that green room. 9 of the 10 sat there the whole time doing things with a phone.
Right.
I was the only one who sat and looked around the room and watched 9 other people zeroed in on a screen, which if you count TV and that, we spending 16 hours a day now looking at screens? I believe in evolution. What's that going to lead to?